Welcome to a wisdom tale. Today's story is called Two-Penny Bag. It's a Romanian folklore tale written by Ion Creangă, 1876. The story revolves around a runaway rooster who finds a small bag of two-penny coins. He soon finds himself in an adventure, recovering the coins from a greedy rich man. Through a series of events, the rooster ultimately achieves prosperity and returns home. It emphasizes the importance of resourcefulness and the value of intelligence over material wealth. This wisdom tale reinforces the moral lessons of courage and perseverance, an invaluable value of experience. The rooster's journey provides him with experiences that enrich his understanding and help him grow. Let's begin the story. Once upon a time, there was an old woman and an old man. The old woman had a hen, and the old man had a rooster. They both had very small farm homes, and they lived across the yard from each other. That old lady's hen laid 2 eggs a day, so the woman ate many eggs, but she wouldn't share them with anyone. One day, the old man lost his patience and said to her, "Woman, we have known each other for a long time. Spare some eggs. You have plenty to share." That old lady held on to her shawl tight, a glint in her eye. She snapped out her words, and they just hung there. She wasn't exactly known for being generous. "Of course not," said the old woman. "If you have an appetite for eggs, you should whack your rooster so that it will lay eggs. This is what I do with my hen, and watch it lay eggs." Now, old age does not always bring wisdom. The desperate old man catches his rooster and whacks it. The poor feathered creature becomes a victim of their shared vice. "Either lay eggs or leave my house," said the old man. "Otherwise, you'll spoil the food I give you." The rooster ran away from home and wandered the roads, bewildered. The world stretched before it, vast and unfamiliar. As he walked along the road, not knowing where he's going, he suddenly found a small bag. Inside were 2 pennies. Now, the 2 pennies might not seem like much, but finding them brought a flicker of joy. He clutched the small bag as if it were the start of something wonderful and joyful, headed to the old man's house. But on the way back, he met a carriage with a boyar. The boyar looked curiously at the rooster, saw the small bag in its beak, and said to his chauffeur, "Get off and see what the rooster has in his beak." The chauffeur quickly jumped from the carriage, skillfully caught the rooster, took the small bag from its beak, and gave it to the boyar. The 2 pennies in the bag caught his eye. The boyar took the small coins as an addition to his wealth and drove off in his carriage. The rooster ruffled his feathers in anger and followed the carriage, crowing incessantly, "Cuckoo, cuckoo, great boyar, give me the bag with my 2 pennies." The annoyed boyar, upon reaching a well, said to his chauffeur, "Take the crazy rooster and throw him into that well." The carriage stopped. The driver hopped out and grabbed that runaway rooster. The bird squawked a bit, then splash, down the well it went. Then the carriage was off again. But the rooster starts gulping the water. He gulps and gulps until he swallows all the water in the well. Then he flies out and again follows the carriage, crowing even louder, "Cuckoo, cuckoo, great boyar, give me the bag with my 2 pennies." The boyar, seeing this, was terribly surprised and said to his chauffeur, "That rooster is here. Well, let me give you something for troubling me, you little feathered one." And as soon as he gets home, the boyar tells his cook to take the rooster and cook it in the oven. The cook, an old and cranky maid, true to her word, does as her master told her. She grabs the rooster by the tail and throws it into the hot oven. But the courageous rooster acted quickly in the face of danger. He begins to pour water. He pours all the water from the well onto the embers until the fire is completely extinguished and the oven cools. Then he strikes the oven door, escapes safely, and flushes after the boyar, banging his beak against the window and calling out, "Cuckoo, cuckoo, great boyar, give me the bag with my 2 pennies." Filled with great wonder but also frustration, the boyar spoke to his chauffeur, "I have found my trouble with this rooster. Take it and throw it into the herd of oxen and cows. Perhaps an angry bull will knock it down." The chauffeur listens to his master, takes the rooster by its wings, and throws it into the herd. You should have seen it. What a sight! The rooster devoured the bulls, oxen, cows, and calves. It had swallowed the whole herd. Such a transformation was breathtaking in its scale. The runaway rooster became an imposing force. Then again he goes after the boyar, spreads his wings toward the sun, completely darkening the boyar's house, and starts again. Cuckoo, cuckoo, great boyar, give me the bag with my 2 pennies. Seeing this again, the boyar burst into anger, unsure what to do to get rid of the rooster. Suddenly, an idea came to him. I will lock him in the money chest. It has a strong locker. This way he will swallow the gold coins and it will get stuck in his throat. So I'll get rid of him. The boyar grabbed the rooster by one wing and quickly threw it into the money chest. Now, that boyar was rich for a long time and didn't know how much coins he had in there. Again, the rooster swallowed all the money and left the chest completely empty. Immediately, it went to the boyar's window and crowed again. Cuckoo, cuckoo, great boyar, give me the bag with my 2 pennies. Now, after all that happened, it was hard to believe the boyar had more to do. He threw away the bag. The small bag with the 2 pennies lies on the dusty ground. The rooster happily takes it and leaves the boyar in peace. Then all the birds in the boyar's yard, seeing the rooster's courage, followed him. The scene resembled a joyous parade, full of flapping wings and excited chirps. It was a testament to the power of a single brave rooster. So the rooster walked, clucking, and all the birds followed him. He walked as far as he could until he reached the old man's house, and from the gate began to sing, Cuckoo, cuckoo. That rooster's crow boomed across the quiet countryside, a sound the old man knew and loved. Hearing it, he happily went outside. He saw the rooster on the gate, fearless as ever. Even an elephant seemed like a flea next to this mighty rooster. And then behind him came countless flocks of birds, each more beautiful than the last. The old man, seeing his grown rooster, so big and handsome, with all those gallinules around, quickly opened the gate for them. Then the rooster said to him, My master, lay a bucket here, right in the middle of the yard. The old man brings a large bucket. Then the rooster hopped on, flapped its wings like crazy, and boom, hens everywhere. And guess what? The rooster dumped a pile of gold coins into the bucket, so shiny they were blinding. Overwhelmed by the discovery of such wealth, the old man expressed his gratitude towards the rooster. Unexpectedly, the old woman came, and when she saw all the riches the rooster had brought, the wicked woman's eyes sparkled. She seemed to have something sinister, a sharp envy. Old man, she said, you must give me some gold coins. You have plenty. Hey, woman, remember when I asked for some eggs? You said what to me, to whack my rooster? Now you're whacking your hen for gold. Then the old woman goes to the barn, catches a hen, grabs it by the tail, and whacks it. The poor hen, as soon as it escapes the old woman's hands, runs along the road. As it goes, it finds a black stone and swallows it. Then she quickly returned to the house and clucked at the gate. Cluck, cluck. The old woman happily went ahead of the hen. The hen jumped over the gate, quickly past the old woman, and sat on the nest. After about an hour, she jumps off the nest, clucking the old woman, then runs to see what the hen has done. When she looks into the nest, what does she see? The hen laid a black stone. When the woman saw her hen had laid a stone, she caught it and whacked it to death. And so, the stingy and foolish old woman remained completely poor. From now on, she will eat patience instead of eggs. Now, she faces the consequences of her stinginess. But the old man had become wealthy. He built himself a large house, a large farm, and beautiful gardens, and lived very well. Out of mercy, he took the old woman as his hen keeper, and he took the rooster with him everywhere, like his best friend. You would think the rooster was the mighty Herod, with a gold chain around its neck, yellow boots, and spurs on its heels. The proud rooster strutted through the farmyard. His feathers shimmered in the sun. Such a majestic sight. The end.